Alex Jones did a disturbing rant against CNN host Brian Stelter that I wanted to share with you. Let's watch.
Oh my gosh. Oh, hell on earth. He wants to run your life. He wants to control every aspect of your life because he knows he is a cowardly, degenerate sack of anti-human trash. I pledge before my Heavenly Father that I will resist them every way I can. These people are the literal demon spawn of the pit of hell. Look at him. And you know what? He is better than you if you keep letting him run your life. He runs your kids. He runs the schools. He runs the banks. This guy, this spirit, this smiling, leering devil that thinks you can't see what he is your enemy. Period. All the narcissistic, devil-worshipping filth. I see you, enemy. I see you, enemy. 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 You are my enemy. And I swear total resistance to you with everything I've got. Disingenuous, fake, false, broke back, twisted, a defiler, a betrayer, a backstabber, a devil. You will pay. Yeah, you think I don't see your face, scum? You don't think I don't see you, Stelter? I see you. You understand me? I know what you think of me and my family. I see you right back. You understand that? You understand that, Stelter? Stelter. You will fall. You will not bring humanity down. God is going to destroy you. Get him off the screen. Oh, God, they're so evil. Just please, God, free us from them.
Yeah, this isn't funny anymore. I've done a lot of segments on Alex Jones. And most of them are like partly just poking fun at him and laughing. This is not funny anymore. That's disturbing. Like, that was genuinely disturbing. So he's saying about first of all, Brian Stelter. Like, Brian Stelter is just a fucking vanilla, plain-ass CNN host. Now, I don't like Brian Stelter, but I don't like virtually any of the hosts on CNN because they're shitty. They don't really hold people accountable in power, and they don't really focus on the policies. So I don't like Brian Stelter. I don't like him at all. But some of the things he's saying there are just totally fucking... It's just wrong and dangerously wrong because of how he's saying it. So he says Brian Stelter wants to run your life. What? No, he doesn't. He's just a shitty corporate host. Now, again, I don't like him, but he's not trying to run your life. The fuck are you talking about? And then Alex Jones says, I pledge before my Heavenly Father. Okay, so here we go. Before it was just Pat Robertson, who was the creepy fundamentalist, right-wing host. Then it expanded to Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck started to get like pseudo-religious in his stuff too when he used to be purely political. Now we're at Alex Jones, where Alex Jones, he recently said there's always flies around Obama and he smells like sulfur. I think he's like literally possessed by a demon or something. So Alex Jones was a conspiracy guy and the right-wing guy. Now he's conspiracy, right-wing, and fucking uber, like, fundamentalist. That's what this shit is that he's saying. I pledge before my Heavenly Father. What? And then he says, Stelter's the demon spawn from the pit of hell. He runs the schools and the banks. He's a devil worshiper. God is going to destroy you. At another part, he said, I don't think you saw it there. At another part in the rant, he said, they drink the blood of our kids. Okay. All of it, that's anti-Semitic propaganda 101. Now, everybody knows, I'm the first one to argue that when people are being really tough on Israel and tough on Zionism, and then there are accusations being flown around of, oh, you're just anti-Semitic. I'm the first one to say, Bitch, stop it. That's not anti-Semitism. It's people are against occupation and apartheid and Zionism. They're not against all Jews, and they're not anti-Semitic. But the shit that Alex Jones is saying here, I don't know any other interpretation of it. Do you? By the way, the drinking the blood of children thing, I didn't know this, but Cenk Uygur mentioned it, and then I looked it up, and it turns out he was right. The drinking the blood of children, that's an old trope that was used against Jews in Nazi Germany. And it was a myth that had been floating around for decades and decades and decades and generations, where they said, oh, Jews drink the blood of Christian children in like a ceremony, and they call it blood libel. And that's what he's saying. He went on to say, oh, Stelter, they drink the blood of our kids. What? Devil worshiper. They say that about Jews. They run the schools and the banks. Classic anti-Semitic propaganda. Now, again, who really runs, the banks and who runs Wall Street? It's not just Jews. Of course it's not just Jews. It's Jews, it's Protestants, it's Catholics, it's just the elite. It's rich people, the elite. But no, just blame the Jews, because this is anti-Semitic propaganda 101. Demon spawn of the pit of hell. I pledge before my heavenly Father. He's going to run your life. That's what this is, man. Now, Brian Stelter isn't even Jewish. But I don't think Alex Jones knows that. Brian Stelter, his wife is Jewish, and he's raising his kids Jewish. But I think Alex Jones just looks at Stelter and goes, he looks Jewish, therefore he is Jewish. And whatever, close enough. Or he doesn't even know probably that Stelter's not Jewish, but he looks at him, he's in the media, Jews run the media, Jews run the schools, Jews run the banks. And I'm going to rant against him as if he's Jewish and give all these anti-Semitic arguments and melt down. I mean, so this is, I don't know if he's consciously reaching out to an alt-right audience now and trying to build like a more neo-Nazi base, but that's who this is going to attract. There's no doubt about that. So, Jesus, man. Look, he has a decent amount of power because of the size of his audience, and he wields it in the most irresponsible way possible. He's not cognizant at all of the implications of what he's saying. So there was already a few examples of people who were big-time InfoWars fans, and they murdered. I'm thinking murdered people. I'm thinking of, there was one in, I think it was Nevada, where people killed officers, and they were big-time conspiracy theorists. And, it's happened a few times where there were these big-time conspiracy theorists, listen to Alex Jones, and then they murdered people. Now, I'm not directly blaming Alex Jones for that, because those people have agency, and they get to make their own decisions, and they made their own decisions. So it's their fault, and they should all see justice. But I'm begging Alex to be more responsible with the power that he wields, because this is not, to me, it's not even close. He's doing, anti-Semitic propaganda and bordering on incitement against just a vanilla, boring-ass corporate host like Brian Stelter. Again, I don't like Brian Stelter, but I don't want to see him fucking murdered. Okay? So, Jesus, man. That was unsettling to watch.